Hi Guy, today I thought we'd take a break from the norm and have a look at a few video gaming books. Now as I'm sure you all know by now, if you've subscribed and watched my videos, you realise I've had a broken leg for the past couple of months, and a lot of my free time has been spent well, reading books about video games. Yes, I am that sad. But just before we get into that, I've just got a quick parcel that arrived from a chap called AirRunner85, who for some strange reason decided to draw on a little Pac-Man and a ghost being chased around the side. Anyway, let's just crack this open. I'm going to take a second. Now, oh, hang on. I forgot to say the disc inside is self-booting. Okay, that's interesting. Let's, oh my god, he's well sealed this. Oh, let me get the scissors. Good job I kept them handy. He also sent me a Master System game after I watched one of his videos and said I was, you know, going to keep an eye out to try and get it cheap. And he just offered me one right off the back. I think, here we go, and it is Golvellius, which is a sort of Zelda 2 type game, but for the Master System, which I thought was pretty interesting. And hang on, I'll just open this the rest of the way. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, he's basically sent me a homebrew version of Golden Axe. Thought you might like it, Aaron. Awesome. I'll obviously it's a copy, but I'll probably do a gameplay video of that at some point in the near future. Right, yeah. So as I was saying, big thanks again to AirRunner85. I'm going to put his link in the top corner of the description, which is that way, isn't it? Anyway, the books I'm going to be having a look at. First of all is Game Over: Nintendo's Battle to Dominate an Industry by David Sheff. Then we have The Ultimate History of Video Games. This one's by Stephen L. Kent. Again, these are all books I've read in the past couple of months. Then we have one called Porn and Pong. This is by a chap called David Brown, with the foreword by John M. Gibson. That's David Brown on the back. I have no idea who he is. I basically bought this on the recommendation of Retro Gamer, but we'll get to that in a short while. And then a book written by one of my subscribers and a friend of mine, Matt Barton, which is called Vintage Games. And it's by Matt Barton and Bill Logudice, I think it is, on the bottom. I can't tell. Anyway, so which one should we start? Well, we'll start with the vintage games, because like I say, I know Matt, he's a good guy. He hasn't just written this book, he has also involved with another book I've written, which is called Dungeons and Desktops. Now that's quite a massive book, you know, well, not, it's like a paperback, oh, in hardback form. What am I going on about? Anyway, quite detailed. It literally does the entire history of CRPGs, computer role-playing games, from like when they started in the late 70s right up to well, close to present day as you can get from when he wrote the book. Absolutely fantastic, very detailed. You know, the guy really knows his stuff. Goes into full history of some series like, just off the top of me, like Baldur's Gate, of course. I do love those games myself, so it was just interesting to see his viewpoint on them and just to find out a bit more. Then there was things like, well, the Fallout series, of course, where that came from. Going right back through all the Ultima series of games. Quite detailed again, because the Ultima series has spanned about it's 2 decades, I think, roughly. From the late 70s, possibly early 80s, and anyway, straight on with that. It's a very good book, but I don't want to talk about that too much. The only problem with it these days, I think it had a small print run on it, so it's quite expensive to buy on eBay, but it's well worth tracking down if you like your CRPGs. So yeah, let's start with vintage games. Basically, the way the book is, it lists there's 25 Actually, let's just read the front. It's called An Insider Look at the History of Grand Theft Auto, Super Mario and the Most Influential Games of All Time. And the way it works is they pick the 25 games that they think have had the most influence over the gaming industry and games in general all over the since the start of the industry itself. I'm just flicking through it now just to maybe pick out some good examples. Now, a lot of books when you get like this, like a couple of the encyclopedia books I've got, you're just looking at black and white pictures. There's not really any detail to it, picture-wise. You maybe get a centre section with a few pictures in, but they're never much cop. But this is absolutely fantastic. I'll just show it you up close there, as you can just see it. But probably not a good one for what I'm about to say. But as you can see, every single page with a picture on is in full glorious colour. And you just don't get that in a lot of encyclopedia type books, and it really does add to the experience. I'll just pick a few of them here, like out of these top 20, out there up top 25, like the Space Quest series is mentioned, of course Pac-Man, the Myst series for the PCs. Things like what I said with Space Quest and Police Quest and so on before, it talks about all the Sierra games and how they had influence on the graphic adventures over the years. Again, Grand Theft Auto and the company behind it, what sort of effect they had. It's a very good book, and I would highly recommend you picking it up. It didn't cost me much. I think I picked it up for about £9 or £10 from Amazon, so yeah, highly recommended that one. Next up we have, well, we're going to do the Game Over book. This is what I only just finished the past couple of days. Excellent book. It entails the entire history of Nintendo from right back when they started up until about 93, 94. And it's just an interesting point of view by the author. You know, he's obviously done a lot of research. He's spoken to people involved, like the American president of Nintendo. I can't remember his damn name now. Arakawa. Look a page and there it is. And of course the president of Nintendo Japan, Yamauchi and Miyamoto, they're all in here. But it goes into great detail. And one of the most interesting things about this book is it talks you through what happened behind the scenes at Nintendo during the mid to late 80s, about pretty much how they took over, you know, what was a failing industry. You know, games were on the way out, they weren't worth anyone's time anymore. Nintendo turned that all around, changed all that. And I say go straight through that, the advertising campaigns, the movies like The Wizard, Super Mario and so on. The thoughts behind certain advertising campaigns. Very compelling, very interesting read. Again, this is quite an old book now. I mean, I picked up on Amazon for like £1 second hand, you know, because it's just so old. I think I'm going to set the copyright is like 1993, so yeah. First published in Great Britain in 93. So as you can probably imagine, it doesn't even reach the end of the SNES's life, really. But I would well recommend you read it. I mean, I really enjoyed this, and I think you will too.